Okay, let's dive right into this. You know the drill. It's Friday night, your group chat is absolutely blowing up, and everyone's just staring at their monitors asking the exact same question. What are we actually playing tonight? Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're tackling the ultimate game night dilemma by pitting two of the absolute biggest names in the first-person shooter genre against each other. So, whether your friends are looking to sweat it out in a super fast-paced lobby or, coordinate a massive assault across this giant map, we're going to break down the core differences between these legendary franchises so your squad can finally just make a decision and play. Because it really comes down to the million-dollar question, right? Which FPS franchise is actually the right fit for your specific group? Look, for years, both Call of Duty and Battlefield have built these massive, super dedicated fan bases, and they've both delivered some of the most unforgettable moments in gaming history. But if you're trying to figure out which one to boot up tonight, you've got to recognize that they offer completely different experiences. It's not actually about which game is objectively better. It totally depends on the type of gamers in your squad and what kind of mood you're all in. I mean, do you guys want to just run and gun, or are you looking to sit back and strategize? So, let's look at our first contender. Section 1, Call of Duty and its signature fast action. Call of Duty's DNA has literally, from day one, been designed around sheer speed and intensity. Matches here are incredibly fast, they're totally chaotic, and they are absolutely packed with non-stop action. The whole core loop is all about jumping in fast, relying on split-second reflexes, and using that buttery smooth gunplay to rack up eliminations. If your squad is full of players who just kind of want to turn their brains off after a long week, rely purely on their twitch reflexes, and chase that adrenaline rush of outgunning somebody in a millisecond, yeah, this is exactly where you want to be. And because of that design, Call of Duty has a massive advantage when it comes to pure accessibility. Anyone in your friend group can pick this up and have a blast without needing like an encyclopedic knowledge of military tactics. And it doesn't matter if your squad wants to sweat it out in ranked competitive modes, survive waves of the undead in zombies, or just drop into massive battle royale arenas in Warzone, the game is constantly rewarding you. You're always earning killstreak rewards, unlocking new sights for your weapons, leveling up. It's this brilliant loop that gives both casual and hardcore players a constant dopamine hit. It just keeps you coming back, match after match. But hey, maybe your group wants something a little bigger. Let's pivot to Section 2, Battlefield and Massive Scale Warfare. Battlefield delivers a completely different vibe. Instead of tight corners and constant claustrophobic close-range gunfights, Battlefield goes grand. We are talking massive, sprawling maps. We're talking heavy vehicles. You've got tanks rolling right down the streets, attack helicopters providing close air support, jets literally dogfighting right above your head. Add in the environmental destruction where entire buildings can literally just crumble around you, and you get these moments that feel straight out of a Hollywood war movie. The sheer scale makes you feel like you're just one small soldier in a massive, living, breathing conflict, instead of just running circles in a tiny arena. And because of that incredible scale, the way you actually play and win completely changes. Which brings us to Section 3, why teamwork determines success. The Battlefield experience is, by design, much slower paced. It totally trades that instant, constant action for highly immersive, strategic military combat. And here's the real warning you need to give your squad before you launch the game. If you try to play this like a lone wolf, you are going to have a bad time. Period. The game relies so heavily on good team coordination. If your teammates aren't communicating, these matches can actually get super frustrating. But man, when your squad clicks, when you actually start working as a unit, the immersion is completely unmatched. The stakes feel incredibly real because your survival literally depends on the friends standing right next to you. And that builds into a very specific winning strategy for your game night. In Battlefield, your squad really has to execute on three main things. You have to coordinate attacks, you have to support your teammates, and you actually have to play the objective. This means someone in the Discord needs to play the medic and revive fallen friends. Someone else needs to focus on dropping ammo. Someone's got to hop in the gunner seat of your tank to watch your blind spots while you push a capture point. It's not about who has the highest individual elimination count at the end of the round. It's about how your squad functions as a single, unstoppable machine to actually win the match. So, bringing this all together, we arrive at Section 4. Which game actually fits your squad? The absolutely crucial point here is comparing these two directly. Call of Duty absolutely dominates if your friends want fast reflexes, quick action-packed sessions, and accessible arcade shooting. It's perfect if you just want to log on, chat about your week, and shoot stuff. Battlefield, on the other hand, stands out if your group prefers tactical gameplay, large-scale cinematic battles, and strategic team-based warfare.
It definitely requires more communication, more patience, but the payoff of executing a massive coordinated attack together is just incredible. Impartially speaking, neither franchise is objectively better than the other. They just excel in completely opposite areas of the FPS genre.
Which leaves us with this final thought for you to take right back to the group chat. What kind of FPS experience does your squad actually enjoy the most? Are you looking to run, gun, and climb the leaderboards through sheer reflex? Or are you ready to squad up, communicate, and conquer a massive warzone together? Take this info, drop it in your Discord, and let the great debate begin. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and seriously, good luck out there tonight.